up, guys? Welcome back to the Piston Show. I'm Keshi Dillon, and this is rather unusual because I don't usually start my videos like this. But this is not a regular video. You see, a couple of weeks ago, Audi Malaysia reached out to me and asked me whether I wanted to drive this car, the Audi Q8 e-tron 50. And I was like, yes, of course I want to drive it. Who wouldn't want to drive it? It's something that I haven't driven before, and it will be a good chance to create some content. Now, in between me saying yes and today, Audi Malaysia actually offered some discounts for the Q8 e-tron 50, and it's basically priced at roughly about 380,000 ringgit plus, somewhere thereabouts. And it's promising to be quite a decent car as well. I just picked it up today and the first impression is actually quite good. Now, I'm taking my family for a drive in the Q8 e-tron 50 simply because, all of us have been cooped up at home for a while, and I've been ignoring them, and work has been busy. So I thought, okay, you know what, since I'm getting this car, let's just see how it's going to be like on a drive to Penang. So tomorrow I'm going to be taking my kid and my wife for a drive to Ipoh to pick up my parents, and then from there we're going to go spend a couple of days in Penang. So I think this will be great to actually test out the capabilities of the Q8 e-tron 50 as a family car. Now, I know what you're thinking, that there are better cars out there, for the price and such. Yes, sure, for sure. But let's focus on the Q8 e-tron 50. Let's just talk about this car and appreciate it for what it is. So in this video, I want to tell you how it is as a family car, how it is with, if you're going to be traveling long distances with it, if you can pack your folks, your wife, your kid in it, and then go off for a weekend's getaway to Penang. I just want to, experience this entire EV thing and see how convenient it is to live with, or whether it's just a pain in my bum. So, I'm going to be reviewing this Q8 e-tron 50 in this video, and I'm going to be experiencing the EV lifestyle. Definitely you can do KL Penang with an EV, no issues. But is it comfortable? Is it convenient? Especially with old folks in the car. I have my elderly parents in the car, I have a young 4-year-old in the car, I have all this, it's a recipe for disaster basically. So in this video, I'm going to bring you everything about this car and about that EV lifestyle and such. But before we go any further, guys, as usual, a quick acknowledgement of our sponsor. Then after that, I will talk a little bit about this car, tell you about what its capabilities are, and then I'm going to bring you updates from my trip. Let's do this. This video is brought to you by Berjaya Sompo Insurance. Get Sompo Motosafe by Berjaya Sompo. The less you drive, the less you pay. It's that simple. Choose from 3 different mileage plans with affordable premiums to fit your driving needs. Perfect for those who drive occasionally. Plus, enjoy extra perks like unlimited towing, 100% special perils, and all driver coverages. Ready to drive smart and save big? Switch to Sompo Motosafe today. Head over to Berjaya Sompo Insurance and start saving now. Audi Q8 e-tron is available in 2 variants for the Malaysian market. The Q8 e-tron 50 Sportback is priced at just under 385,000 ringgit, and the Q8 e-tron SUV is priced at just under 379,000 ringgit. The topic of this video is the Sportback variant, so that's what we will focus on. The Q8 e-tron 50 Sportback is powered by dual motors, making it an all-wheel drive SUV. The motors give it 335 horsepower and 664 Nm of torque, which catapults it from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6 seconds. Top speed is rated at 200 km per hour. The lithium-ion battery of the Audi measures in at 95 kWh and gives it a WLTP range of 491 km. At least that is what Audi claims, because we saw a different real-world range. Charging this big Audi using an 11 kilowatt AC charger takes slightly more than 9 hours to reach 100%. If you can find a 150 kilowatt DC charger, it will take you just 28 minutes to reach 0 to 80%. Alright, so we're finally ready to get the show on the road. It's never easy to pack an entire family for a weekend's getaway. Anyway, already I charged the car yesterday at the Sunway Extreme Park nearby Kelana Jaya next to Western Digital. So using a 180 kilowatt DC charger. A bit of a waste, I know, because since this car can only accept up to 150 kilowatt DC charging, but I needed a quick juice up, so I just wanted to maximize what I can get as well as maximize my time. So anyway, charged up from 75% to 100% in about 20 minutes or less, and I paid 45 ringgit for that. I still have about 95% battery left, and that's giving me a range of 349 kilometers, which will be plenty to get us to Simpang Pulai for another quick juice up over there, and then on to Ipoh to pick up my parents, and then from there we'll see how it goes. The topography of the land from Ipoh to Penang, well, you have to go through the sort of the mountain range nearby Kuala Kangsar. Typing starts getting flat anyway, so that's going to be easy. But I suspect that we might need another quick squirt before we reach Penang. Hi. Are you excited? So first impressions about the car right off the bat is smooth, comfortable, definitely very refined. Oh, that one is missing, my boy. Fixing in the child seat, not an issue. It has a top tether and isofix mounts and such. Are you comfortable, baby? Yeah. Okay, he's comfortable as well. I did think initially that there might be a little bit, it might be a little bit tight on legroom at the back, especially for my kid. But so far, so good. Got the missus in the car. Now things get serious. Anyway, if you're Sikh and you're watching this video, I just want to do a quick shout out, public service announcement. Is we are going to be stopping by the Slim River Gurdwara, the Slim River Gurdwara Sahib on the way to Mathatek. So apparently there's not a very big congregation, not a very big sangat in Slim River and around the surrounding towns. So not a lot of Sikh families, so I think the Gurdwara does need some attention. So I'm going to go there, Mathatek, see how things are going. And if you're Sikh and you're passing through the area, I suggest that you actually drop by the Slim River Gurdwara Sahib as well. Now, things get going. Ready? So right now we are pulling into the Simpang Pulai R&R for a quick recharge at the Shell station here, which is set up through a partnership between Shell and Porsche. So it's a fast charger. It's a 180 kilowatt charger. Anyway, just a status update about the car. When we left this morning, we left with 95% battery and a range of about 355 kilometers. Right now, we are left with, let me just check, at 44% battery with a range of 151 kilometers with an average consumption of 23.9 kilowatt hour. Not exactly the last word in efficiency, but quite decent. I'm expecting this to be quite expensive as well, because yesterday charging up from 75% to 100% costed 45 ringgit. Now though, I think it's going to be a bit more expensive. For now, I just need to get on the app and put down the barriers and book my slot to charge this car. So to charge it, I have to go into the Park Easy app and I have to request parking, northbound, Simpang Pulai Ipoh, 2 bays available, confirm reservation. You have outstanding balance, please add credit and try again. Add credit. So this is the thing. So let me just add $100. Alright, so charging right now at the Shell R&R in Simpang Pulai. This is a 180 kilowatt charger, and as you can see, it's set up in collaboration with Porsche. Right now we are at 48%. When I started it was at 44%, and in 1 minute 40 seconds we got up to 48%. So let's see how long it'll take us. I'm right now at 10:40 p.m. 10:40 a.m. and this is what a typical road trip looks like, I guess. Messy car, child seat in place. Hi boy. So I'm gonna take you for a walk around the car, especially inside, and show you what I found and what I like about this car. Oh, we're already up at 50%. We shouldn't be too long over here. So while we wait, let me just show you around the interior. What you're going to see around the car is plenty of stuff from the Volkswagen parts bin, but I really don't need to be saying that anymore because that's just very well documented over the years. And so you get 2 mighty screens, actually 3 mega screens, and so this is your main infotainment screen, this is your instrument cluster, and then down here is another supporting screen. This makes up the Audi multimedia interface. You okay, boy?
Yeah.
And then, so this is basically where you get you control everything. You get your Apple CarPlay and such. This is your air conditioning controls, your secondary controls and such, and basically almost everything can be done here. I just got to say that the Audi navigation system could do with an update, because I was looking for Rasa Sayang Hotel in Penang, and it didn't have that. So I was hoping that it could tell me the amount of battery I would have and my state of charge and where I can charge and optimize my charging, you know, just like a lot of the cars from China can, and including the smarts, even Teslas and such. But somehow this navigation system, maybe it needs an update or what, but it couldn't tell me that. And while you're driving, if you needed to search for it, see, while you're driving, you get a keypad over here to input your destination, so you need to use this keypad down here. But while you're driving, you don't get access to the keypad, you get access to this, well, drawing pad, so to speak. So that, see, I'm trying to write Ipoh and it's telling me 1. It's not very smart in that sense. So in that sense, it's not very clever. So besides that though, it's not all doom and gloom. The refinement here is brilliant. The air suspension is fantastic. I didn't get to try out a lot of the drive modes yet, simply because I got my family here. We're going for a long distance drive. I just wanted, boy, 1 second. I just wanted to maximize my range. Okay, you can hold it for me. Yeah, thank you. Just maximize my range and such. And I like driving the car. I think it's a very comfortable car. The refinement is as you would expect it, brilliant. Typical of Audi. The air suspension, as I've already said, is fantastic, top notch. Do I think that there can be anything that can be improved? Hey, camera on me. Just the navigation system. I think that's a bit annoying. But besides that, in here, the ergonomics, the quality, the comfort levels, and the refinement is fantastic. And no, you cannot color over here, boy. This is not an iPad. Okay? But besides that, fantastic. I got a couple more days to spend with this car, so I got plenty to talk about. So almost done. I think we are at about 98 or 99%. Let me see. Okay, 99%. We started at 44%. We're currently at 99%. It took us about 34 minutes to charge up from 44% to right now will be 99%, and a few more minutes. I'm guessing we'll be up to 100. If this was my car, I probably wouldn't be charging it up to 100%, but I'm going on a long distance drive, and as I've been saying throughout this video, I simply don't want to take the risk. So right now, I think it's good enough for me to stop it already, so I'm going to stop charging now. Okay, so I've stopped, and let's see how much it's going to cost me. So while I wait for it to calculate that, I'm just going to unplug the cable. Okay, so it hasn't told me the amount that it's going to charge me. I guess I have to end the session first, and then it'll let me know. Let's get in the car. Okay, so I got a range of about 335. I'm guessing I might need another top up before I head to Penang, so I don't risk it. But anyway, the thing about this Shell recharge ones is that they come with a barrier, and you need to end the session, otherwise it's going to keep charging you. End session, raise barrier, detecting departure. Okay, the barrier is up. So it costed me 114 ringgit. Wow, as predicted, that's really expensive. But anyway, that's because of the high output 180 kilowatt fast charging here at Shell. So this, as I've said, is in collaboration with Porsche, and they're known to be really expensive as well. But anyway, all done and dusted in 33 minutes. Okay lah, quite convenient also. So this should get me quite far. Still can't beat the convenience of having a petrol engine lah. I would have reached my parents' house by now. Finally in Penang, guys. Wow, I left the house in KL at about 8 o'clock this morning. It's about 4:10 here. Been a long day. Of course, swung by Ipoh. But anyway, that quick recharge in Simpang Pulai did us good, because we didn't have to stop along the way. And I reached here at Rasa Sayang in Penang with a range of 205 kilometers left and a battery of 52%. This time what I did was I put a speed limiter at 110 kilometers per hour and I didn't go past that. And that seemed to have worked. It gave me really good range, obviously. It was dreadful to just be driving at 110 all the while. But hey, I was able to do it comfortably, didn't have to stop again. And if I did stop, it would have added another hour to my journey, and that means I would have hit Penang traffic, which would have been a lot more worse. Now, I'm here at Rasa Sayang and there's a Jom charger here, and I'm just going to charge up. Let's do this. So I'm going to try to do something different this time. I'm going to be using a 22 kilowatt AC charger. It's supposed to be cheaper. It's going to take longer, but let's find out how much it's going to cost and how long it's going to take. I've already spent about 180 ringgit on bringing this car to Penang alone, so I'm trying to manage my cost over here. Let's get this AC charger. There's a bunch of ants on the charger, which is quite normal. Okay, plugged in, start charging. Preparing, charging. So it should start now. Okay, so it's charging. Let's see how long it takes. I'll be back. So it's been an amazing holiday in Penang. 3 days, 2 nights at Rasa Sayang was brilliant. After I charged this car at Rasa Sayang using the 22 kilowatt AC charger, I actually didn't get back to you because I was too busy having fun. But anyway, when we reached the hotel, I had roughly about 45% battery state of charge left. So I plugged in and what happened next was I had to wait about 5 hours to reach 100%. You see, the Jom charge, the AC charger, I wanted to see what the difference was in price if I used an AC charger. So the Jom charge had an output of 22 kilowatt, but the thing about this Audi is that it can accept up to 11 kilowatts AC charging, so hence why I had to wait quite a while. Anyway, from 45% to 100% costed me about 45 ringgit, and I had to wait 5 hours. I didn't exactly wait 5 hours, I just plugged it in and just went and did my thing. So after that, we spent most of the time in the hotel anyway, jumped in the pool, did all this usual things that parents do with their kids and such. Now though, I just dropped my parents off in Ipoh. 1 second, boy. 1 second, beta. I just dropped my parents back off in Ipoh and I'm heading back to KL. I have 47% left in the battery with a range of about 180 kilometers. So I definitely have to plug in soon. Whether I do that in Tapa or whether I do that here in Sunway, Ipoh, I'm going to decide shortly. But anyway, that's just going to add to the entire cost of traveling with the Audi Q8. I can't wait to exactly see how much we spent on charging this car for the trip to Penang and back. Yeah, so I'll be back with a quick update. First though, a quick meal at McDonald's. So after Ipoh, we made it to Tapa with about 38% battery state of charge left, which was definitely not going to get us to KL. Anyway, it was Park Easy to the rescue again. And I really don't like coming here because they're really expensive, but the thing is, they're fast and it's convenient. So somebody needs to give them a fight for their money. And I didn't know that when you sign up or when you book a slot over here, just for it to start your charging session, just for it to start, it'll cost you 5 ringgit. That's 5 credits, but it'll cost you 5 ringgit. That's just to start your session, just 5 ringgit. That is, I don't know, that is quite expensive if you ask me. And now, just to charge from 38% up to, let's see, 82% I think. %, from 38 to 84%, it cost me 101 ringgit. You see what I mean? This Park Easy stuff is no joke. Just to start charging also, it'll cost you 5 ringgit. Of course, there are cheaper chargers out there. But I've come to realize that this entire EV thing, if you want to save time, it's going to cost you money. But if you have time to waste, then you can save money. So let's just do some maths. On day one, I charged at in Sunway Extreme Park, Kelana Jaya, and that costed me 45 ringgit. And then after that, I charged at Tapa. Let me just see. Tapa northbound, and that costed me 140 ringgit. That's 200 bucks there. 205 bucks. And then after that, I charged in Penang, 45 ringgit. So that's 250 ringgit. And then now over here, that's 305 ringgit with the Audi Q8 e-tron from KL to Penang and back. 305 ringgit. Which, by any books, is very expensive. Now I sort of understand why these EV fanboys are calling for fuel subsidies to be removed. Because now, in the current state of the Malaysian EV landscape, petroleum is really cheap. This entire KL to Penang and back trip would have costed me less than 150 ringgit in our regular Mazda CX-5 or any other petrol car for that matter. So this is nearly double the amount of money that it would have usually costed us. It's quite expensive. There's no other way to think about it. But as a car, the Audi Q8 has been fantastic, I tell you. It's expensive. Over 380,000 ringgit is expensive, no doubt. And you're spending that much money for an inferior navigation system. You know, I think the smart series of cars, the #1, the #3, Tesla, BYD, all of them have better navigational experience and services. They can plan out your entire route and tell you where to charge along the way and how much you need to charge for you to actually reach your destination. It's so convenient, but unfortunately, this Audi navigation system, I think it needs an update or something, because even Rasa Sayang also, it can't pick up on that. So a bit weird I think. I would be damn pissed if I spent 380,000 ringgit only to find out that a 150,000 ringgit car has a better navigational system. And besides all of that though, I think the Q8 is quite nice. Unfortunately, it had this small battery. It only has about an 86 or 87 kilowatt usable battery level. So that will just give you give you a range of about 380 km, even though Audi claims a WLTP range of over 500 km for the Q8 e-tron. The best range I saw at about 94% was 383 km. I do have to say this, that in terms of kilowatt hour, in terms of average consumption, I saw a best average consumption of 20.2 kilowatt hour. So make of that what you will. As a family car, it was really good. I mean, my passengers were really comfortable. I felt really safe. Refinement is brilliant. The suspension system is brilliant as well. It's so comfortable. It's air suspension. I don't want to talk about how much it will cost to replace if and when it does fail. That's an entirely different conversation altogether. But as a car, the Q8 e-tron, besides that navigational system, I think it's quite good. Whether it's worth the 380 over 1,000 ringgit? No, I don't think so. I think there are far better cars out there than the Q8 e-tron series. I think that is why you are always reading about the European car makers being so nervous about the Chinese car brands. Simply because the Chinese car brands, and even Tesla for that matter, guys, come on, makes far better cars. In terms of an EV car, it makes far better cars. But in terms of an EV powertrain, yeah, these guys, Audi has won Le Mans in a hybrid powertrain, so they know what they're making. In terms of engineering capability, there's no doubt that Audi knows what they're doing. But unfortunately, as a car, the Chinese car makers, especially the EVs, are just so much better at this game. So anyway, guys, Audi Q8 e-tron 50, family trip to Penang and back, really expensive, fantastic car though. I like the interior, feels really good, feels very canggih, so to speak, but I think you can get better buys out there. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. As usual, do consider subscribing.